This week's installment of Obscure Characters Month explores the time-tossed tale of a merciless Predacon who can't feel pain, and so delights in trying to understand it by inflicting it on others. These are the basics on Antagony. The original Antagony toy was created as an exclusive for the official Transformers convention, BotCon, in 1998. The figure was a black and purple recolor of Beast Wars Inferno, and transformed into a large ant. She was characterized as an enigma, a mysterious but extremely powerful Predacon, armed with an acid blaster and the ability to generate hard light holograms, who seemed to somehow have knowledge of future events that hadn't yet happened. Antagony was featured in BotCon 98's live script reading, in which she was played by veteran Transformers voice actor Susan Blue. The story was set during the events of the Beast Wars cartoon, in which two groups of Transformers, the heroic Maximals and evil Predacons, had been stranded on prehistoric Earth. It saw Antagony appear out of nowhere and attack Maximal and Predacon alike, claiming to be the Herald of Destruction. But the battle soon depleted her energy, leaving her unconscious, and the story ended with Predacon leader Megatron taking her prisoner. Audiences discovered Antagony's true nature the following year, in a prose story available at BotCon Europe 1999. Attempting to learn her origins and motives, Megatron subjected the captive Antagony to a psychic probe, which led to the revelation that she was from a distant future time, when Cybertron had been conquered by Shockeract, a Predacon who had acquired the power of the Transformers' ancient enemy, the Dark God, Unicron. Antagony was Shockeract's Herald Maximo, his second in command, and was fierce rivals with fellow Herald Cataclysm, who sought to take her position for himself. It was Shockeract who had sent Antagony through time to prehistoric Earth, after he sensed a disturbance in the time stream that threatened to alter history and prevent his rise to power. Her mission had been to locate and safeguard Unicron's disembodied life force, which was secretly slumbering within the planet, thus ensuring that Shockeract could acquire its power in the future. Unfortunately for Megatron, he learned none of this, as the probe triggered a failsafe device Shockeract had placed in Antagony's brain, which went off and wiped her mind. The story concluded in a comic book released at BotCon 2000, in which Shockeract himself travelled back to prehistoric Earth. Confronted by agents of Unicron's enemy Primus, the God of Light, he summoned Antagony and Cataclysm to aid him, in the process restoring Antagony's mind. But ultimately, the villains were defeated and Unicron's essence was expelled from Earth, altering the timeline and wiping Antagony and her master out of existence. That was the last that would be heard of Antagony until 2007, when the character reappeared in IDW Publishing's Beast Wars comic book, The Ascending. This series told an alternate version of Antagony's story, set during Shockeract's rise to power on present-day Cybertron, in which she and her fellow heralds travelled the universe hunting down Unicron's scattered life force, and brought it to Cybertron to empower their master. A character profile in the concurrently published Beast Wars sourcebook further revealed that while this incarnation of Antagony believed herself, like the original, to be a time traveller from a future where Shockeract already ruled, these were, in fact, false memories implanted in her mind by her true creators, the alien race known as the VOCÉ, who used her as an unknowing agent in their mysterious experiments to test the Transformers' limits. An even more different approach to the character was taken when Antagony was added to the world of Transformers Animated. In 2009, the animated cartoon was cancelled while plans were in the midst of being drawn up for a fourth season, which would have featured a plotline about the Decepticon Black Arachnia genetically engineering an army of techno-organic Predacons. Though the season was never produced, this concept was revisited a few years later when toys of Blackarachnia's mutant creations were proposed as exclusives for BotCon. Animated versions of Antagony and Inferno, consisting of recolors of animated Waspinator with a new head designed by series art director Derek J. Wyatt. Like the season, the toys were also never produced, but Antagony and Inferno were nonetheless made an official part of the animated universe when they were included in the 2015 guidebook, The Complete Allspark Almanac. In 2017, 10 years after her appearance in their Beast Wars comics, Antagony was introduced into the larger world of IDW Publishing's mainline Transformers comics in the miniseries First Strike. In this universe, Antagony was a civilian from the planet Eucharis, a Cybertronian colony populated by Beast Mode Transformers. While she was visiting Cybertron, the planet was attacked by an alliance of human supervillains out to destroy the Transformers and their world. In the chaos, Antagony's body was possessed and reshaped by the villain's alien ally, Shazraella, a tiny being from the subatomic dimension of microspace, who used Antagony's size and power to help the humans in their mission. Though the allied forces of the Transformers and Earth military team G.I. Joe were able to stop the villains and separate Shazraella from Antagony, unfortunately, Antagony didn't survive the experience. Most recently, Antagony got a new toy in 2023 as part of the Generation Selects line. As you might expect, it was a recolor of the new Inferno toy from 2022's Transformers Legacy, and as an added bonus, it came with an alternate head modelled after the Beast Wars character Scavenger, who was originally conceived as an upgraded form for Inferno. It's Antagony's first new toy in 25 years, and it's earned this Predacon Mistress of Pain the chance to ply her trade here in Obscure Characters Month. And those are the basics on Antagony. Which version of her story puts the ants in your pants? Share your thoughts in the comments, and remember to subscribe, turn on notifications, or if you can, support the show on Patreon to be sure you don't miss the obscure character we'll be talking about next week.